Hi, welcome to the third channel I almost never use. So I've actually been really excited about this video. I've had the idea for it since beginning of season 2, even I think the end of season 1. And that's an idea for a video where I go through all the props I used in all my other videos and just show them off. Some stuff is simple like scripts, other stuff is just kind of small props. Other are some really cool things that I can't wait to show off. I don't have a script going into this video, I'm just going to be talking blind, so I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to say, hey, here's the stuff I use to make my stuff, so I guess I'll just get started. Okay, so starting off, I'm actually going to be showing some of the scripts I've made. This is one of the earliest scripts I have. If you look at it, it doesn't really have a title, but this is actually the video script for the Is Peppa Pig a Communist video back in season 1. This was for the outside section. Half of the video was a voiceover, and so I didn't need a script for that. So this was during the Peppa Pig chase scene. I guess I had very specific time indicators for how long I'm supposed to pause. Actually, if you look at the outtakes video of Is Peppa Pig a Communist, you'll see me be like, oh, hold on, I gotta go look at my script. This was the paper I pulled up in that video, and so I think that's a cool one. Okay, this next script is actually for also one of my earlier videos, but this is actually one at the beginning of season 2. I didn't have a script for Cooking with Andrew, so the first script I actually made, I actually handwritten this one, and I think that's because I was not at my house. Oh, camera shake there. And so I didn't have a printer I think I could use, so I wrote this whole thing. There you go, look at that, Andrew birthday script. And then I, continued 2, continued 3, and then, oh, I did not capitalize the I there. I wonder if that was intentional or if I was just not thinking. There, so that's the script I used for the Andrew Stout birthday special. You can see it's kind of all wrinkled up and not good. That's because it's on paper and it's just been hanging out in my desk. I have a couple of other miscellaneous script things I want to show. This is an interesting one. This was for my Khan Academy parody, the solving the dream herd equation. Instead of actually having a script for this, what I did was I just wrote out me solving the equation and then just kind of followed along with that. And then I did have the ideas oh yeah, here's what BE is, and then the joke at the end is oh, the variable A is the answer because A stands for answer, haha. But yeah, so this is just me solving the equation. Interestingly, I've tried solving it before and I got a different answer, so I don't really know which one takes priority. So I guess we're just going with this being the answer. So yeah, that's fine. And then this other one, this was not for a canon video. This was for the Rise of Kingdoms ad I did with my friends at school. And so this was the Rise of Kingdoms ad parody, where Cool Andrew shows up for the first time actually. Which, speaking of Cool Andrew, this is going to be the first prop I'm going to be showing off. These were the glasses I used for Cool Andrew, and also A-Dog. I can even hold up. Can we do that? Oh, hi. Okay, I don't know how bad the angle is. Yep, there's the hi. Speaking of Cool Andrew, this is the poster I used for the section where I was putting up posters. Now the printer actually didn't do it right. You can see it's all, I think it's supposed to be a very light pink background. And there might have been a gradient there. And then you can see that image is very messed up. But yeah, this was what I used when I was hanging up the poster, and I just kind of went along with it. At first I was oh no, it didn't work. But then I was you know what, it's funny. I know in the original video you couldn't really get a really good close look at it, so here it is. And that's all I have to say for that, really. This is something really interesting. This is a duct tape roll. And this was the red duct tape I used to record the Trapping Timmy in a Square video, the Mr. Beast parody, Trapping Timmy in a Square for 24 hours. And this was the roll that I used to make the square. I can't remember. I think because I made the thumbnail photo on a different day than the original one, when I was recording the rest of the video. And so I think this might have been the first one, and then I might have gotten another roll for the second one. I don't remember exactly, but point is, I use this to help me make the Trapping Timmy in a Square video. Next up, I have a few other scripts. This is kind of when I started getting a little bit more professional. Well, I tried to, but I only was able to print this one page. This was my How to Be Cool script. There was a couple of stuff I changed a little bit and like scribbled there. Oh, look at that. And so this was the script I used for all that, and I sometimes used these horizontal lines to try and signal when a cut is. So there you go. And then, oh yeah, I already filmed that part, so I didn't even need to put that in my script. Look at that. So yeah, that's the video for that. That was an interesting one. This next one was for my most recent video, the dark web video. I'm actually interested. Is there anything else here that was different? I don't remember. I know that there was like a couple of things that I shifted around. I don't think that's in the oh yeah, okay. This I show yeah, I didn't actually throw the crystal thing. I got an identical rocked in, so I threw that. So anyways, I'm getting off topic. This is the script I used for that video. There it all is. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Speaking of my most recent video, this is the interdimensional crystal I used. This was the interdimensional crystal that I bought off the dark web, opened up Portal, whatever. Or at least it's supposed to, or it did. I'm not gonna talk about that. And so this was the thing. I've actually had this for a long time now. I've had this since, well, I was probably like in elementary school when I had this. I've just kind of kept it around. I looked at it and I thought, huh, that could be cool for like a interdimensional crystal thing. And so I use that for the video. Next script I have is for the Trapping Timmy in a Square video. I was called it 24-hour challenge. This was finally a script I was able to print the entire thing out. A couple of interesting points. I didn't have script lines for Timmy. He just kind of improvised all his lines. I gave him like ideas saying, hey, maybe say something along these lines, or like he'd give suggestions and we'd like tweak them. But most of his lines were improvised, and so there's just a lot of these indicators that says, hey, this is where Timmy has a line. And so, you know, or some of them will say like, oh yeah, because like I'll have like a specific vision about what I want him to say. That one I actually did have him say. But yeah, most of this, oh yeah, that's funny. I didn't even know how many hours, so I just kind of improvised it. I actually am interested because there was a change in script last second, and so I'm wondering if I can find that part in the script here, and see if I can find the thing that I changed last second. I think I did. Hold on. Okay, I found it. So here's the part where he says hungry. Timmy hungry moment. Oh, I'm so hungry. When do I get food? And then I didn't have a plan yet, so I was like, oh, if I'm there, I'll say this. I'm not, I'll do that. And then it's just like, oh, I was gonna have this bit where the camera's gonna pan over, and there's gonna be a Pop-Tart, and then he'll like somehow get it and drag it to himself. That didn't appear in the video because my battery was running low. We didn't really have the Pop-Tart, and it was just too much of like we just didn't have a plan for that, and so it was best to just skip over it, improvise him just saying, oh, I'm hungry, when do I get food? And then that's it. That's the joke. He doesn't get food, haha, rather than, oh, wow, random Pop-Tart there. So that's that. Okay, now this next thing I want to show off, this is the thing that I taped to my air fryer for Awesome AI. This is the Awesome AI logo. I modeled it in Blender, put a little gradient on both of them, and I actually have the air fryer right here. Oh, can I? Oh, okay. And then we're just gonna, there we go. And so I just kind of put that there, taped it, and that was Awesome AI. And then I opened this up and I put a flashlight in there to signal that it's on. And so this is the paper I used, and I still have it. And I was actually able to get the tape off without ruining the print, so that's pretty cool. Now this one is a much more interesting and niche one. This was my March calendar in my March 13th vlog. Now, this video isn't a canon video. I actually put it in my playlist that I actually probably am going to put this in, called non-canon videos. But in the beginning of the day, it's like, oh, it's March 13th. And I actually did do the Andrew 1 voice. This was before I had the idea for Andrew 1 and Andrew 2 split. So I wonder, would it be easy just to say the first clip of that video is canon, and so this actually is canon, but then the rest of it isn't? I don't know. But point is, this was the calendar I used. I just taped it to my wall. There's still like tape there. And so I just kind of like crossed it out. This was kind of like a last second addition. I just printed out a calendar, did this, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And so that's a pretty cool part of that video. And I do have one more script that I want to show you, and this is my Is Water Bad for 2 script. This one's like the most professional. I got like 3 staples there. Ooh, fancy. And I even put the letter colors for like the thumbnail colors, because like, oh, water's blue, bad, all that stuff. You can see it's wrinkled. That's because during the recording, this script got wet. So it actually is kind of fine now, but you can see that it is kind of wrinkled. And so, yeah, here's a little... I'm trying to see if there's any... I know that there's, like the Trapping Timmy video, I also gave Sean improvised lines, so like... and then also put in brackets, like, guides on, like, hey, make sure it's on, like, this topic. I actually did send him the script to this video early, but I did redact certain parts of it. Okay, it was the boiling water I didn't tell him about, and the human water. So I'm pretty sure those are both in here. But yeah, no, I didn't share this part of the script with him, or the human water, just to get like his genuine reaction for the video. And I think that was pretty cool. Speaking of Is Water Bad for 2, I have this right here. This was the giant water jug thing I got towards the end of the video when Sean was pouring water on me, and he just poured it on there, and then at the end I did the hooligan waterman pose that I used, that shows in the thumbnail, and so I got that like that. And I still have this. I went over to a friend's house, and they had just a bunch of these like giant water jugs, and that was around the time I was working on the script and planning on recording, and I looked at this and I was like, can I have it? And that worked out, and I was able to add that to the script last second. There was another idea I had for the video of like getting a hose and spraying me with a hose, but I felt like this pretty much did the same thing as that, so I kind of scrapped that idea. And so this was the thing I used for that, and that's really cool. And I also did have the 2 milk jugs, or it was actually 1 milk jug and a distilled water jug, but but those were like turned into Halloween decorations, so I don't have them here. Now I actually only have 2 more things to show. So first I'm gonna go cut to me in my garage because I have something to show there. You ready? Here it is. This is the this is the scooter I used for the basically Roar Scoots Co video, my first video ever. I wonder if I can try and find a way to set the camera up here. Alright, it seems oddly reminiscent than the first video. I had to prop it up on something just in the surroundings, and this one I'm doing as well. So this is the scooter I used for my super cool, awesome scooter jumps. And I've actually had this scooter for a while. I've had it since, I believe, 7th grade. The friend who I made a parody of in the video, he likes scooters, and he encouraged me to get a new scooter because I had just a bad Razor one, and he recommended, hey, get a Mongoose. And so that's the one that I ended up getting here, and I just had this scooter around, so when I did finally come around to making the video parody on him, I just used my scooter here. And so this is a cool thing I used in my very first video. I don't have much other. I do wish I kept my, I put a piece of paper on there that said shirtless. I don't remember if I saved, I don't think I saved that, but I think I thought of saving it. I wasn't like really sure on the whole like what I'm gonna keep, what I'm not, so I do have only this to show, but that's fine. Now the last thing I'm gonna show is actually really exciting for me. It might not be as interesting as a lot of other stuff to others, but it's this. This right here is the Pope Pinion IV picture that I cut up during my basically Andrew Stout video. This is the same one that I tore at the end of the fight scene, and so I actually tore it into 2 pieces in one clip, but then off screen I also tore into 2 others. And So here they are, and I'll try and arrange it here. There you go. So this was the Pope Pinion the Fourth that I used for the basically Andrew Stout video. That at the end I tore, and then I tore it again, and I saved it afterwards. And I've just been keeping it in this plastic bag. So yeah, this is it. This is the same exact one I used in my basically Andrew Stout video, and I tore it. And I've just been keeping it in this bag ever since. And so that's kind of where it's been staying, and that's where it will continue to stay. So I'll go put that back in here. And it's been in my like storage closet. I've actually been storing it in the same place where I found him. In the video, I opened up the storage closet and then found like, oh, what, or like my chest actually. It's not a closet. And so I've just been keeping him in there, which is kind of cool because I kept it in the same place where I first found him. So yeah, that was all the stuff that I wanted to show off. Here it all is there. There's the air fryer, there's that, and the scooter is still downstairs. Thank you again for watching this video. Like I said, this has been something that I've been planning on doing for a while and have been wanting to do for a while, but I've been wanting to wait until I've accumulated all this stuff, right? Like, I actually remember I even recorded a part for this video back for Cooking with Andrew, then I was like, huh, that's a little cringe. It was just me showing off the soup. And so I was like, oh, that's a little cringe, and then I deleted it. Kind of wish I had it now, but oh well. But yeah, this has just been a nice opportunity for me to just show off the stuff I used to make the video, from sunglasses to scripts to Pope Pinion the Fourth. And so thank you for watching. I'm gonna go now. Bye.